Hey guys, it's Chedic, and in today's video we will be talking about lava pit rework. And I know you guys have been asking for this, but I am lazy and I do not do things as I should. Also, we have Flipper Plays coming with me during this because she wants to know how to do videos, and well, she cleared 11.0 endurance literally like 3 hours ago, and I feel like, you know, it'd be nice to see her builds too. Flipper, say hi and all that.
Hi.
Is that all you're gonna say?
Hi guys. Hi guys.
There you go. If you guys don't know Flipper, I will be leaving her Twitch down in the description. She is a Twitch streamer and she's actually good at the game, so you know that's a great thing. She's just an great whiff. And yeah, so basically, if you guys want to check out Flipper, she streams. What kind of time do you stream?
Well, about 6 a.m. EST.
EST? That's.
So it's like
yeah. So if any of you 6 a.m.
you know.
If any of you 6 a.m. EST people out there want to see Flipper, please do sure to check her out. Sorry about that transition, guys. A few things I do want to talk about though is I have a ridge adjustment because I shifted the lava bomb, but the tunnel is exactly the same. I did some better things with the lava bomb. I made it more consistent, and it's basically a better update for the shift. So a slight ridge rework will be coming soon. It doesn't change most of the tunnel, just kind of fixes block off issues. So I don't think I'll be able to get wave 29 footage anymore or high wave footage because of Beach North, and I just refuse to stress myself to do that. So I will be giving you guys the rework, but I haven't tested it out, even though it is just better because it's just better. You will see it in the future. Also, I am making a video for the Reddit competition, the tutorial, so I will be uploading a heroes beginner's guide and a weapons beginner's guide as one full video. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and also I might do a Beach North video, I'm not sure, so please let me know down in the comments. Alright, well, so that's about it. About to end up in, so let's get back to the video. Alright, so now let's get started with the build. So first things first, let's talk about the spawns, because you have to know the spawns beforehand or else you're not going to do well. So there is a minor spawn up around this area. I took off all my HUD so you can't see it, sadly, and then the major spawn is down there. Now, there are no lava bomb shifts that we have to do. There is a minor lava bomb shift that we have to talk about, the minor spawn up there, but we'll get to that when we get to that. First, we're going to talk about this area. Now, when we were first building this, me and my Twitch community, some guy had the idea to make a recycler at the spawn, and well, it worked out really well. So let's just show you how we built this. So first things first, the easiest way to do it is to go to the edge of the ramp and place down metal walls. On those metal walls, you can either have 3X's or 4X wall launchers. I have 3X's, I think, a mixture of the two personally. And yeah, that's how you just do that. And then from the last 3X wall launcher, you're going to be putting a gas trap on top of that, and then you're going to move one tile to the south. If you want to put tiles here, be wary because the lava bomb may destroy it and you may those gas traps. Then from this gas trap, you're going to go one tile to the west and place another gas trap. Below that gas trap, you're going to be placing wooden floor spikes, and then a 4X or 3X wall launcher, depending on what you want. 4X will probably land them all the way down here, and 3X will probably land them in these two spots. So if you want more for your buck, put a 4X down so they can launch all the way down there, and then get continuously recycled to the spawn area. Then you're going to be placing an edited wall piece, edited like this, to make sure that all the husks walk towards here and get hit by this wall launcher. And then from this point on, we're going to go up the natural ramp, and you're going to be met with a wall launcher on the left of you. This is 3X, it does not have to be 4X. And then it will land you onto a target here, or sometimes it'll push the husks down, but it will never have this floor broken. Most of the time it'll launch the husks up here. Then there is a 4X or 3X wall launcher here to launch them back down there. No walls around here because the spawns, the tendril spawns, they surprisingly break these walls instead of, you know, just letting them stay. Also, the tendrils up there will break these walls except for these two. So on top of this gas trap, on top of this wall launcher, we have a gas trap and then a wall right here. Now, what I would recommend doing is, we'll talk about that part in a bit because this is very important. For here, another wall launcher here, it could be 2X. You could have a wall here if you want. But personally, I don't mind if this wall launcher launches them down there. So I just left it open. And then everything else is open because everything else will just get destroyed. And if you put tiles here, you end up creating a land bridge for them to walk up there. So that is why it's empty. And, well, yeah, that's about it for that part. Now, we'll talk about this part right here. So this wall launcher has the impact animation. It'll cause animation, and sometimes if you're unlucky, Hus will phase through this wall. So if Hus phase through this wall, you're gonna need a way to stop them. So instead of putting pyramids here for block off, I've added wall launchers to recycle them back down into the spawn. And I should turn off my oh, I can't turn off my camera. That's a bad thing. And then walls on floors on top, so you know, we're just chilling. And yeah, that's about it for the first part. So let's move on to the next layer. So the next layer, I have nothing except for a seething gas trap. And yeah, oh, thank you for following, Nighthawk. I'll get to that in a second. And then 2 walls here and a seething gas on top. We'll talk about the block off in a bit. Now we're just going to talk about the rest of the tunnel. Move up to the top and you reach the apex of the hill. You're going to be putting a wooden floor spike on the floor, wall darts on the right, seething gas on top, and a 4x or 3x wall launcher to recycle them down onto that tar pit, putting them through the recycle mess again. Then you move 1 tile to the west and there's a wooden floor spikes, 3x or 3x wall launcher, honestly, and seething gas on top. This wall launcher will recycle them over here to the south, where there's another 4x wall launcher pointing them towards the west, wooden floor spikes on the bottom, wall darts on the south tile, and then gas trap on top. Now that we're here, we'll talk about this area. So this is where I have the lava bomb ship. Basically, start from here, start from the ramp. You're going to go 2 tiles up and then place 3 tiles down all along this area. This will cause the lava bomb to shift onto the husk spawn, killing all the husk and keeping your tunnel safe. And yeah, for this area, starting at the left side, we have a wall darts facing that wall launcher. Reason why I use wall darts is because of impact, and it's very good to make sure you don't add impact all against wall launchers. To all you broadside enthusiasts, screw yourselves. I will never use that trap again. And 4x wall launchers to recycle them down to here, and it just keeps the recycling game with that wall launcher right there. And a seething gas on the left one. Keep the middle one open, and I'll talk about that in a second. Okay, and then the wall launcher here. Surprisingly, they never broke this wall. They just seem to walk around it, which is pretty easily. Pretty good. And then, so you come onto this tile from the second wall launcher. You place a 4x wall launcher. How do I uninstall Discord? It's giving me notifications. Go away. Go. A 4x wall launcher, and then another 4x or 3x's. And I think I put 3x's, but I'm not entirely sure anymore. But I would say go with 3x's for the reload speed, because this is the major area of the tunnel. And then a 4x wall launcher to recycle them all. And then Flipper, you were just hidden. Look at you. Ninja. And then this 4x wall launcher will recycle them all the way down there. And again, increase the loop of them getting recycled down there. It'll mostly be for regular husks, because smashers won't be looped around like that. Smashers will be toyed around with for a little bit, but eventually they will get through. And then after the second floor launcher, there's nothing really else. Basically, how you're going to set this up is you're going to have a wall here, another wall on top, start your ramp, go 1 tile up ahead, and then cover the whole thing with wall tiles. You want to make sure that there's no holes. And then they'll basically consistently get recycled down to here. And at the end of it, you're going to place more walls on top of these so they don't land up here. What happens is if they land up here, and they have landed up here, they will just walk through the rest of the tunnel and go straight to the amplifier, or fall down here and go to the amplifier. And that, or fall down here and go. And it's very bad if they do that. And we'll talk about that block off and the middle block off in a second, but let's just continue with the video. So, back into the tunnel after the full launchers, we're going to look at these. We're going to be seeing this wall launcher. It is a 3x and a tar pit and a seething gas. This part is the final ditch recycler to, you know, survive. At this point, you reach the tar pit. This wall launcher will launch them into here with a tar pit. You could remove these walls if you so desire, because there's just mountain behind them. But for aesthetic purposes, I'm going to leave it alone. And then this is a 4x wall launcher. It will send them all the way down there. Wow, they're just like ants scurrying around my base, and I find that hilarious. And then this tar pit will keep them down here, and it'll recycle them all the way down there. You can have wooden floor spikes on the bottom, or leave this tile empty, sealing gas, and then a tar pit and a wall dart base wall launcher. Now, if you wanted to, you could put 2 broadsides on these walls and try to get some collision errors to get them stuck in there. It'll be useful to actually use impact for ourselves instead of having phasing go against us. We could try and phase them through into the mountain, but then the smashers might fuck wild, so I don't know about that. And yeah, at this point right here, this is the last part of the tunnel that I actually built. The rest of it's just kind of a mess. Make sure you put this wall right here to have it edited, so we make sure that this wall launcher gets used. Ceiling gas on top, tar on the bottom, and nothing on the left. Again, just for aesthetic purposes. And at this point, the rest of the tunnel is pretty much just natural path and floor launcher. So we have a 5x down here, walk to the north, 5x down here, fall down, 5x, and then fall down, 5x for the amplifier. I surrounded them with walls because at that point I was like, you know, the tunnel's strong enough. I've been surrounding wave 25 consistently with like 1 to 2 smashes getting through. But if I really wanted to make the tunnel even stronger, you guys can feel free to make your lava pit stronger because you guys have done so with the previous lava pit. I remember that. And but yeah, that's about it all for lava pit that I did. This segment right here is strong enough for the tunnel, and well, we no longer have invasion on the wave 25, so it's, yeah, you know, whatever. Because of the density of this tunnel, you will have to replace traps fairly often, because after I think 3 attacks in this tunnel, that's it, the traps are gone. Because this tunnel only has 1 path and 1 way for them to get let go. And because how it's majorly recycling, these traps will get full usage. Now that we're done talking about the tunnel, let's talk about the block off, because the block off is super important with this tunnel because it's just primarily block off. So starting from the beginning, Husk will not teleport into these walls, just if you have a lot of block off behind it. So starting from the 3 wall launchers, you're going to jump up above those wall launchers and place 2 floor walls, the 3 floors down. You're not going to be placing pyramids because of the phasing issue I talked about with that wall launcher. Instead, you're going to have 2 wall launchers to cycle them down here. On one more thing before we continue, there is a chance for things to walk through here, so place a sound wall right here just in case the Husky does aggro if he walks down here. If it does, the sound wall will just make him walk back into the tunnel and everything will be fine. I've had 3 to 4 usages on this sound wall before, so that means it does work. So please do place a sound wall there. And then we're gonna come back around and we're gonna jump back up. This is the portion that we read right here. There is going to be, from here, it's going to be 3 floors and then 3 ramps. And then another wall right here, and then a floor tile there to make sure that nothing can blink from there if we move to. And then from there, please guys, stop scurrying around. It's getting me a little upset. Good thing I'll have music to drown it out for everyone on YouTube. And then from here, well, after these 3 ramps, we have 2 full sandwiches. All of the pyramids facing southwest. So basically, if you guys don't know what a full sandwich is, we'll build it together right now, right here. It's basically a floor tile edited like so, a pyramid tile edited either southwest, southeast, northeast, or northwest. For this one, it's going to be southwest, and then you surround it by walls. So basically what happens when the Husk try to aggro it, they'll break through here, then they'll look at this, they'll have to break this, and then they'll have to break this and this. Basically 4 tiles of protection, or 3 depending on where the Husk will be going. That is a full sandwich. Basically, all of those full sandwiches, it's an 8x8 radius. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 full sandwiches. At the last one on the right side, we're going to be placing a floor tile that's edited like so, with the 2 tiles edited from the north. And then we're going to jump towards the west. I'm actually going to be placing a ramp so I can show you guys. And there is going to be a ramp tile edited like so, and a half floor tile piece with 2 tiles edited from the south, like so. And then that will give block off to this tile. And then over here, right to the west of it, there is a full sandwich to the southwest. And then jumping behind it, there is something we'll talk about from this area. So at first I thought this was enough block off. For the last side, it's enough block off, but for this side, it wasn't. So when I was getting attacks, I had to add more block off here. So when you fall down from here, I've put a full sandwich with a full tile, pyramid tile editing to the southwest. To the right of that, I've added 2 floor pieces. The reason why I didn't add pyramid pieces is because I saw that if I added pyramid pieces, the thing is Husk will just walk onto the pyramid and then attack the wall. So pyramid pieces in this area is useless. So adding the floor pieces is a much better thing, because then the Husk have to break wall pieces in order to get through. And then one last thing we have after this floor piece right here, we jump over and there is a half sandwich because tile in there. And that's about it for the block off. Look around just in case. Also remember, having your amplifier surrounded by walls is a good thing. Without your amplifier surrounded by walls, you will have nothing. Oh, you basically smashers will just not this match. And the floor launcher things, I just surrounded them by walls to make sure that it was good. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah, Flipper, you got anything to say? Cool. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
I hope this helped you out. I hope it was a cheaper lava pit than my old one. Ow, my brain. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Toodles.